First of all, of course, thank you for being here. It has been quite a nice group of people that has joined us online. As you can have witnessed, there are a lot of projects and experts dealing with, let's say, the various facets dealing with nutrient recycling. As we have also tasted the flavor of in the different presentations and also in the questioning towards the end, it is a budding market. So the ship is changing course from a more linear type of thinking, and a lot of the existing legislation still is conservative in that there is still need for harmonization and moving forward. Some of these are reflected in the sheer definition of things, so that we are still using different wordings in different pieces of European legislation. There is also this patchwork that we have, of course, national legislations, and you have European ones, and then you have to find each other either via bilateral, because that's also a case. You can also have bilateral recognitions between countries. So it's still a patchwork, and a lot of the wrinkles still need to be ironed out, and that's something that we see. We see that also on the how to move forward beyond the current state. We see that a lot of the content is of the responses are referring to these framework conditions and the maturity of the frameworks, but also, of course, and that's always the case when bringing things to market, the business case proposition. It needs to be profitable, it needs to be technological, but the profitability has shown through in a number of responses, varying aspects, a lot of calls towards incentivation, again with different angles, financial incentivation, tax incentivation, but nonetheless a kind of a support economy for this budding young type of market. So that is also something. And from the last, let's say, open questions also, we see other aspects returning, like awareness, consumer awareness, aspects like that. Uncertainty or perception, even need for education, because we are dealing with new products, and people have been using to benefit of all that has been using them, products of the past or current products. So new products, people tend to be conservative towards them. That means that their benefits need to be proven at length and repeatedly, and not only by science, but also by peers. People in the farming businesses will be not convinced by what someone in Brussels says or what someone in a report writes down in a project. This needs to further percolate further into the broader fiber of Europe, and people working and using it need to then also convey their experiences. So that will be crucial, and that's always the case when you have such new products and technologies going into the market. You have this lag phase because people need to be convinced, of course, and not only by is it allowed, does it make sense business wise on paper, but also what are my neighbors saying when they are using this product or another, about its variability, about how it feels, and when I use it, how it my crops react to it. So all of these things also need to follow. I, for one, found it a very interesting webinar. I hope all of you also did. I think there are a lot of experts which were very enthusiastic about their insights. I think such joint meetings are very useful in that sense. We also would like to refer to the initiative that we do have with the European projects to bring all this competence together, which we call the ESNI, that's the European Sustainable Nutrient Initiative. We work together also with other European associations like the ESPP on bringing that competence together. We're also having webinars in that sense together with through different working groups, and also joint physical meeting in Brussels, bringing policy and science together, just like we did online today. But I did promise to be brief in my concluding remarks. I think I've touched upon all of the things that we've seen passing by. Of course, will also ask Laura and Hans if I missed anything, if they want to add something to it. Feel free to do so.
No, it's fine.
No,
Yeah,
All right.
very well done.
I think so.
But then on that concluding note, then I would indeed hand the floor back to Hans for, is there anything further to practically to say, or is this
No,
a mere goodbye?
Yes, I think we can conclude this webinar. So I think on behalf of the NutriBudgets and Renew to Cycle project, I would like to thank all participants to this webinar, and of course all the contributing speakers that we had today for the interesting discussion. I think this is, like Eric said, very useful to organize these kinds of sessions. And I do hope on behalf of both projects that you have gained some new insights. We definitely did by asking those questions. So we thank you for that. And by this, I would like to wish you a very nice afternoon. And we hope to see you on the next webinar, which is scheduled on the 2nd of December for the Renew to Cycle webinar on the sustainability assessment of recycling derived fertilizers. And we hope to see you there. But for now, take care and stay alive, I would say. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.